is Princess Omadi, and you're very, very welcome to our first session of Affairs with Princess Omadi. As we all know, Affairs is all about relationship and family matters. And before we proceed, I would like you to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Affairs with Princess Omadi. Follow us on Instagram, Affairs with Princess Omadi. Like our Facebook page, Affairs with Princess Omadi. God bless you. Let's proceed. Today we're going to be talking about something very crucial, very, very important, and has a lot of role to play in our relationship lives. What is that? Self-management. Now somebody will be curious, what is self-management? Self-management is very well self-explained. It is managing yourself, managing your thoughts, managing your resources, how you manage your emotions, how you manage your behavior, your character, everything. And self-management has components. They include self-confidence, time management, stress management, organizing skill, decision-taking, and so on. Now we're going to be talking about managing your confidence level. Someone somewhere might be asking me, how does that affect my relationship? Honey, it affects your relationship in every way. Now let's dig deeper. What is confidence? What is self-confidence? It is the innate acknowledgement of your self-worth. It is believing in yourself. It is knowing that you can do this and believing and going for it. That is self-confidence. Now, self-confidence and self-esteem works hand in hand. But self-esteem emanates from self-confidence. In other words, self-esteem is valuing and appreciating yourself, whereas self-confidence is knowing that you can do this and you go for it. So, we are going to be talking about self-confidence in our relationships. Now, a person with low self-esteem has never been able to manage a relationship properly. You cannot survive in any relationship because you will continually see everything wrong. You breed meaning to nothing. Because of your low self-esteem, you attach a whole lot of sentiment to everything. You choke your partner, you frustrate him or her. Now this is not one-sided. It's not just for the female or for the male, it's from both gender. We are the spouse that we all have. Okay, it takes two to be in a relationship. Now, your self-esteem level has to be high for you to be able to handle your partner. Okay, now self-esteem, and having low self-esteem, you always read incorrect meaning to things. Very incorrect meaning to things. I mean, everything will start looking like a big deal to you. And you anticipate the most unusual things in advance. You'll be like, after all, he will tell me that I don't have sex. After all, he will tell me that I don't know anything. Whereas he was not even intending to say that. But you have brought it upon yourself. Because of low self-esteem, you might end up nagging, you might end up being needy, you might end up being overly dependent. And that way you begin to receive the opposite of the reason why you got into the relationship. Okay, so the reason why we should build our self-esteem to a reasonable extent is also for our own peace of mind. It's also for our own rest. Also to give rest to the person you are dating or the person you are married to. They didn't come into your life to be choked. They didn't come into your life to be frustrated. They came in because relationship is where you come in and you have peace. Relationship is designed by God to give us peace. After the old hassle from outside, come on, you receive the call of the person you say you love, you are at peace. Not when they receive your call, they'll be like, Jesus, what is going on? Because you will nag, you will complain, you will sniff around his or her phone, you will keep asking questions. And all this is a pointer to the fact that you do not have a good confidence level. And you should get that. Listen, we are human. And maybe you didn't know about this earlier before you said yes. Maybe you've not even come across something like this before. But we thank God that it's happening now, because right now is the right time to do what? To develop yourself, to grow yourself, to evolve, to transform, to reprogram yourself. You can do it. You can do it. Okay? So, at this juncture, we are going to talk about how do you build your confidence level in your relationship. That is very, very important. That is very, very important. First of all, you have to avoid body shaming or shaming in general. You have to avoid criticizing. You have to avoid blaming. Okay? You have to adapt the culture of appreciating yourselves. The traits you value in each other, you appreciate it. Okay? It boosts confidence, I can tell you for sure. Alright? You have to accept mistake as part of humanity. Don't be too hard on yourself, darling. We all make mistakes. Yeah. We've been there, we've done that. I myself have been there and I've done that. Okay, I've made a lot of mistakes, but we cannot be held to that. We cannot be defined by that. We cannot be explained or categorized by such. Okay? So, this avoid perfectionism, offer praises when it is necessary. Alright? These things are very crucial. Now, there is a thin line between being self-confident and being overly self-confident. Over self-confidence is just a masking of self-doubt, a medium, a mechanism of covering up your self-doubt, which is terrible. If you have low self-esteem, it's best you accept you do and work on yourself. But trying to cover up will put you in a state of unhappiness, in a position where you don't even know who you are. Okay? Now, we're going to look at the life of McRae, a researcher, a psychologist. She discovered that couples that have low self-esteem, even after 10 years of their marriage, they still feel that their spouse does not love them the way they feel they should love them. You know, there's low self-esteem that will cause you to be sniffing through your partner's phone, looking for who will send hi, looking for reasons to hurt your own self. It is low self-esteem, because the likes of me, I cannot do that. The likes of me, whatever you are as my spouse, we are a blessing to each other. It's not a parasitic relationship. Okay? So, this, and you as a man, you begin to hang your shoulder, or even as a woman, you are protecting your territory, you are guarding your property, you are sorry, your spouse is not your possession. It's not an object to be possessed. Okay? It's a relationship and not a transaction. Alright? So in this light, I need you to check yourself. I need you to check your life. If there is any way you've portrayed any form of low self-esteem, begin to work on yourself. Please. It is very important. We all admire good relationships when we see them, and you wouldn't want to step into a relationship that will get ruined because of you. Alright? So we might have to stop here. We will have to stop here to continue next Sunday. And then we're going to drop the whole thing, everything we just said right now, we're going to drop it on our Facebook page, so you can just go read it. Okay, just in case you missed out on anything, every detail will be there. And please do not forget to subscribe. Please do not forget to subscribe. Okay, follow us on Instagram, Affairs with Princess Omadi, Facebook, Affairs with Princess Omadi, YouTube, please subscribe, Affairs with Princess Omadi, and God bless you. Just in case you have any question, please drop it in our comment section. We are so satisfied. Okay, we are going to answer your question. All right, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your presence. See you next Sunday. Bye.